Hey there, gang. So first live with TikTok here. So I got a big nasty clog on my printer. That's right above the heat block. So I'm gonna be disassembling it to see what we can do to get it unclogged, and also figure out all the fun stuff here. And also, thanks for all the follows that you guys did. I was kind of crazy on that one video with the Mandalorian Mythosaur kind of blowing up as big as it did. So, thanks, Lev Cole, for the rose. So, let's kind of get to tearing down here. And figuring out at least where the clog is at. Thanks for the follow, Air Money. Howdy. Let's actually heat this thing up. Exit. Oh, resolution messed up. Do. Nope. Remoted on my computer earlier today and threw off all my resolutions. Left Cole, yeah, I'm trying to. I got a clog on my ender here that I'm trying to get undone, and so I can get to printing again. I want to heat up my nozzle to 180. Let's see here. Let's see if we can get that hive off. Come in, do it live, and don't have any tools ready for you. I don't think it's heat creep. I think it's just more swapping back and forth between PTG and silk filament. Apparently, silk filaments have pretty bad tendency to clog up, but I went through this roll with minor stuff, so we'll figure out, see if we can get it working again. I need a pair of pliers. I thought I had a wrench or something here. Thanks for liking the shirt. Oh, hey. One thing I would definitely recommend is before you go live, set out all the tools that you think you might need. There we go. Over there. So let me see if I can't get you guys in there and see what's kind of going on. So yeah, it might have been a little bit of heat creep clogged up right there. The nozzle was clear mostly all the way through. So let's see what we can do to try to get that thing out. Let me get my dog real quick. Hey, come on. Oh. Sure. No. Okay. Put this hot buoy back in here. Not burning myself. Like it did last night. Thanks for coming to the live and mainly looking at the top of my head. But I don't really have it set up to where I could have a good angle on it currently. Like I thought I was going to be able to. I figured, hey, I'm going to be doing some work on the printer. Let's try the first live for the night. Or first time live here on TikTok. Let's see if I can't push a little bit through here. Oh man. That one was cross-threaded. Okay. But let's see if I can just ram some filament through here. Thing is I don't have anything long enough to really try to shove down in there. Push that crap out. So I think I'm gonna have to unmount my extruder. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. Let's keep this heated up. Oh, wrong one. Let me see if I can't get you guys on a better angle where you can see what I'm doing here. Nope. Uno momento, guys. There you go. Oh, poop. Too big. How's everybody's night going? Invite. Hey, Cairo. I don't know. Aha. Ain't gonna be able to do it. I'll probably regret that later. Well, I'm tearing up my PTFT tube here. Fuck me. There you go, that's better. There we go. I really don't want to take this all the way apart. Let's crank the heat to see if a little extra heat can help. Alright, try again. So, kids, be careful whenever you're doing this, because especially whenever it's hot right here. Got a nasty little burn on my finger the other night, so be careful. Trying to put just enough pressure on it where hopefully it can advance it through, but not potentially break anything. And it's not one a bunch. Everybody hear me fine? Everybody good? I'm not mumbling too much or anything? cool that down. Hope everybody's having a good Tuesday night. Better than mine. This clog actually happened, I think, the other day. Fought it for a little bit and tried to clean it last night, but wasn't working for me. Put that bad boy up underneath the cooler. It helps if I turn on the blower. Just waiting for everything to kind of cool down for make it safe to touch, because I don't feel like getting another burn blister. So cools down super fast whenever you don't want it to, between prints. Whenever you want it to slow down, it's like watching water boil. Hey. Yeah, that'd be good. Lift you up. Yeah, let's go turn this off. Too many pesky blue rabbit. So it could have been heat creep, because it's a a little bit dirty in there. I'll try to clean that up tonight too. Oops. Where my pliers go? Alright, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna take a heat gun to it. So give me a second, let me get everybody moved. See what we can do. So yeah, it's clogged up in there pretty good. Got an open port and busting out the old trusty heat gun. I got really hot. Should have known better. Ow. So, we're just gonna keep on heating it up. Yeah, I know, right? It's oozing out. Luckily, it doesn't look like it blistered up any on the good old finger. Oh, crap. It's also hot. Hot, hot, hot. Oh yeah, they're super fun. The thing is, I got this heat break too hot now to handle. It's a little bit of a mess down in there, but we can at least see through it now, so that's good. Let's see here. Should I hit it with propane to burn it out? Would that be fun to do? Because who doesn't love playing with fire, right? I probably shouldn't. I don't know if that's against terms and services or not, so. Yeah, fires are always good, but I don't know if it will be a no-no according to TikTok, so we'll save that for later. I might have something that I can use. Just a smidge too big for that bad boy. So if you're just joining, what we've been doing is cleaning the clog on my print head. I've been debating on just sending some fire down this thing to burn anything out. But I think I got it. So we are as clean as we're going to get, boys and girls. So let's get I am going to need to do a little bit of new PTFT tube. So we'll have to find that. Thanks, Lou. I should look into getting that no clogger tool. But another day, another dollar for that. So I'm going to do a little bit of cleaning at least while I'm here. Because unfortunately where I work at, it's a little dusty. And the intake fans like to pull in a lot of dirt. And by a lot of dirt, I mean a lot. Dropping all my screws, guys. See if still a little warm to the touch, so we're just waiting for it to finish cooling off. Fan screw, fan screw. I need to print me up one of those fancy trays that catches everything whenever you're working on stuff like this. Because I lost a semi-important screw that I gotta find. Oh, found it. Found it. Okay. I got a bajillion of these little Allen wrenches around here, but seems like none of the ones I want to grab where I need are the right size. Never ever right size. Where'd you come from? Boom, 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 boom. So about my setup, it's just a base Ender 3 that I got in 2020 that I've upgraded. I currently got a Big Tree Tech SQR Mini E3 Dip 1.1 or something like that in there, with a Micro Swiss all metal hot end, Beal Touch, and LDO Orbiter Extruder V2.0 with the filament runout sensor, and I have Clipper running on it with on a Raspberry Pi, and actually have it set up on an external hard drive. So that's kind of my setup. This is the setup I've been doing the time-lapse videos on. I have a DSLR camera set up with a slightly modified Clipper script that I found from a guy on YouTube that I've posted before. Yeah, it always sucks whenever another printer goes down. But hey, that's kind of the world we live in, and 3D printing is, sometimes they break, sometimes they work great, but just gotta live with it, tinker with it, and keep on moving forward. Luckily for me, I really enjoy tinkering with stuff like this, so a lot of people say with 3D printing, either the printer is your hobby or printing is your hobby. And for me, it's more the printer is my hobby. So I have, oh bummer, 8 printers that you're not using. What happened to all your printers? Is that Luna? Yeah, Luna. What happened to all your printers? Oh, bought a Bamboo. Yeah, that's all my For You feed is Bamboo this, Bamboo that, and it's like, okay, I get it. It's a popular printer, but I like a little bit of diversity in my life, so I ended up buying a Voron kit that I'm going to hopefully be building on a couple of live streams and doing videos on as well, because I like to go against the crowd. Would I love a Bamboo? Yeah, but I'm not a big fan of it being so close source and having to rely on the cloud print services. But I've seen where you can apparently do it on LAN, but I'm not a big fan of it being not user serviceable friendly. Yeah, I've seen a few people really praising the SVO 6 Plus. I might have to look into that one, but I'm kind of wanting to try to get away from the bed slinger setups, because I'm kind of over that, because I've been doing that. I've been running a bed slinger since I started, because my first printer was a Monoprice Select Mini V1 whenever it came out. Yeah, I bought my first one. I decided to jump in on a deal that I found on AliExpress for a Cibor Voron V01 for $350 shipped. Granted, it's kind of had some mixed reviews, but this is the only printer I have, and don't really have a way of printing ABS. I've never been able to print ABS on this, so this nice selling point about the kit that I ordered is it came with all the printed parts. So looking forward to that getting here. Oh man, I messed up. I shouldn't have put that extruder back on yet. Like a dum-dum, I messed up my PTFT tube. Which Voron kit you thinking about going? My max temp, I have it set at 270. It's not so much that I can't get to the highest temps or the temps needed for ABS. It's where my printer's set up at. It's very drafty, and it basically causes ABS to work, and I've never had any luck with trying it. So I always kind of come back to it, try it again, but never had much success. Make a cardboard enclosure. I've thought about it. That's what originally this setup was intended to be, was an enclosure, but I just haven't invested in actual enclosure. I actually had briefly used blackout curtains around this as an enclosure. Yeah, I actually had blackout curtains around this on, like, I think all four sides as I try to do a cloth enclosure, but it still wasn't very good. Trying to find where I have some PTFT tubes stashed. Might have to move you guys. Yeah, that is the nice thing about Bamboo, it being a fully enclosed printer. Well, I don't know if you can tell in the video, but that hole in the center of that PTFT tube is not centered. So, I think it was the same bit from the other one, but we'll have to just see if it works. Okay, I don't have a cutter. No, I need to get some Capricorn. Been meaning to. I just been limping this printer along to keep me printing. I'm kind of at the point where I'm kind of done upgrading this printer. Instead of just keep on throwing more money at it, I'm going to put my money towards new printers and stuff like that. And hopefully bring more fun content to you guys. But I think some Capricorn tube that I'm going to actually buy it straight from Capricorn because I want to make sure I'm not getting any knockoff crap. But just to have some on hand. Okay. How'd you like your Sprite? I mean, I see you said you liked it. I've heard kind of mixed things. I almost bought one for this one, but wanted to try out the Micro Swiss and went with that. Yeah, nice thing about this printer, I've actually I did a video on it where I was pushing it about 250 milliseconds, millimeters a second. But the other night, I actually got it going even higher. I think I was topping out around 350. I think I saw it spike to 400 once. Had it booking, but the prints didn't turn out too well. Yeah, I ran the stock stuff for the longest time on this and didn't have problems. Kind of with you, I do like swapping hot ends. And I might have this one just kind of be my test printer once I get the new stuff set up. Just to try to do reviews on different hot ends to make content and share knowledge and give people my opinions as much as that's worth. But I think I got this little button back up, so let's clean her up and fire it up. So let's preheat that. Got my filament from right here. It lives. It lives. You see that oozing right there? It lives. Yeah, once you get that engraver in, tag me in a video or something, because I'd love to see your thoughts on it, because I've been kind of eyeballing some lasers too. Because I think it would be kind of cool. Well, I want either a CNC, like a desktop CNC, or a high enough power laser engraver to where I can cut out my own side panels for if I wanted to for future Warren builds, or go down the rabbit hole of trying to do my own custom builds, because I've even tinkered with that. But I actually saw on Colts, there's a guy that designed up a X-plate carriage for the enders that's cut out of carbon fiber, and kind of wouldn't mind doing that, because I've did a custom metal bracket right here for some linear rails, and just play around, kind of fuel my tinkering drive. So let's see about getting a So why didn't you go with the 20-watt laser, man? If it can cut thicker materials, go with the 20 watts so you can do more stuff with it. Let's see here. So, does anybody know where I can get a good Princess Peach model? Yeah, I've been there a time or two where I thought I ordered something, but it was the wrong one. Princess Peach. This looks like a good one. Princess Peach. Slice. Oh man. No, I'm not gonna do that one. Let's head over to Colts. Uh-huh. $2. Really need to build me the... after I do the Voron build, I plan on doing a... what's called a enraged rabbit carrot feeder, which is a multi-material unit for Vorons. You can do up to 12 for one, where it can do 12 filaments in one module. But I think I want to start with the 6. But I think I found some stuff that I'm going to have to print on it once I get it. And that is these little Ninja Turtle dudes from Colts 3D. That's $1.99 for the models. But I got some kiddos that I think would absolutely love those models. So definitely going to save that one for a future purchase. I think I will print this little crown up. No, wrong one. Do, 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 do. Let's scale this bad boy up. Let's go 150. 200? Do. I did turn on an infill. Why didn't infill? Gyroid. Did not slice. I'll take that down to 5%. I ended up just doing the V01, which is a 120 millimeters cubed. It's the little bitty guy. Figured to start small, get something good where I can ideally print ABS in, and then I can get another kit that doesn't come with the printed parts, but be able to print the parts for the bigger Voron on the smaller printer and just build from there. I'm gonna do a couple loops primer line. Sure, right there. Good. And let's do a home. Gotcha. Try like good height map calibration, just to be good. What? Going to go outside? Alright, let's go outside. Oh. If anybody has any tips on speeding up the mesh calibration for a clipper, shoot me a message. Much you appreciate it. Did you see his for the Rook? Did you see the new announcement he did? Let me see if I can't. Just try this guest mode out.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good.
So did you see his new announcement for the Rook that he did like earlier today?
You know what? I missed that one, I guess. Is that the one with the enclosure or the...
Yeah, that's the all printed enclosed one. He finally released the files, and You can get it on his Patreon for like $8 or something like that.
Okay. Huh? Yeah, yeah. Actually, I did see it then. Yeah, it had like the you can put like a cover on top or stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see it. Yeah. And I saw like that 100. Ever heard of that one?
Uh, I might have missed that one. I've
That's a
kind of
different.
different guy, different person.
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen the 100, but I've seen like the Micron and stuff. And, um, those are
Another thing. Yeah. Another thing I was gonna do is it was convert. I found this person. I must have just been looking for a Core XY for the Ender 3 V2. And I know there was one out there, but it was, I didn't feel like going through that one, you know. But there's this person, if you really want to write it down, it's up to you. It's called SRA Solutions. He only has done like maybe two, three videos on YouTube, but he built like a kit, or he has a like not like he has the parts, but you have to buy like parts for it, like how you build like buy parts for a Voron, you buy
yeah.
parts.
If I was to do anything to that one, I'd probably convert it to a switch wire.
Yeah, so it's kind of like that. It's kind of like a Core XY machine, not a Core um, XZ. No, I don't see the purpose of Core XZ. It's made for some people. It might be good, but um,
Yeah,
but
it's. I think the
um,
main appeal for the Core XC is it's a belted Z.
yeah,
So,
I didn't see a purpose for Core XZ at all.
yeah,
Core XY, I can see that more because that's your fastest printers, your Vorons, your Bamboo Labs, maybe the new Creality K1. We'll see
yeah.
how
The
that
K
turns
one's
out.
interesting. I've been tempted. There's a new one out there. I guess it's kind of new, but it's kind of just been popping up on YouTube's and stuff. It's the Flying Bear, like
Yes,
Ghost
yes.
Six or something like that.
I think. Do you ever watch Aurora Tech?
Yeah, that's where I kind of saw it at. Was on hers.
That's okay. Okay, so you saw Aurora Tech, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So, um, I don't know. Well, and now everybody's doing a Core X1 machine. Why? Because Bamboo now finally figured out how to make it really work good, and now everybody wants it.
Yeah.
Jump on the bandwagon. And I'm not saying that I'm really disappointed in these other companies like not only Creality, Prusa, all these ones that have been around for a while,
Yeah.
okay? And they've been making it cheap. They've been just trying to upgrade a bed slinger.
Well,
You
for the
know, when
longest time, like a lot of people said, it was the race to the bottom. It was to see who can make the cheapest printer. And yeah, that's good for a while, but people are going to start
but
wanting more eventually.
yeah, but you get what you pay for it too. I mean,
Exactly.
don't get me wrong. Yeah. I mean, I bought that new Sobel Plus for $300, and guess what? Is it a good machine? Yeah, it's going to work, and I'm surprised it's 300 because I got it on the release date, so that's why I got it for 300,
Yeah.
299. It's a 300 by 300 direct drive, linear rods. It's not rollers. It does have some decent things to it.
Yeah.
And
Probably
and
should.
but yeah, the Voron. I was thinking more if I ever decide to buy one or buy a kit.
Hey,
I'm
make it.
thinking big. I'm thinking about 300, 350, probably 350.
Yeah, I've been eyeballing the 350. I don't know where exactly I'll put it at, but um, figured most of the stuff I print's been pretty small, but there's been a couple of things where I've wanted to design something up and it'd be real big, and one of that big space that's more than the ender that I have. I just want that flexibility to be able to print whatever. Dang no, I shouldn't have killed it.
Yeah. Um. Exactly. Yeah. And I seen those Smallville runs. Forgot who it was, but he printed something. He was just finished around printing benchies as fast as he could.
Yeah,
Um,
it's 24/7 printing. I think he's gotten like a benchy down to like 8 minutes.
hey, Michael, what's up? Hello.
Michael, you want to hop in? You're more than welcome
Oh,
to.
actually, I think he just said hello and then he's gone. That's Michael.
Yeah. Where did Michael used to go? Oh, there it
I
is.
kind of miss his lives, his chocolate lives. Oh my goodness. And it was me. I actually initiated um, a lot of stuff, the Sprinkle Rain and the galaxies and all that stuff. You know, I would say, what about them nuts? You know, and what are you talking about, Luna? What are you talking about? What is about them nuts? You know, now just throw in the galaxy in there for him. And then one time I almost messed up the print because it was nothing but sprinkles or spunkles, we called it, Oh my goodness, it was bad. So oh well. Um on a channel, well, I was watching this channel on Twitch, Loyal Moses, what I'm talking about, Ellen Show, where he calls himself.
I don't get on Twitch as often as I.
Okay. Well, there's a guy named Loyal Moses. He's also on TikTok, but he was it yesterday or 2 days ago? He was there's a company called Pancake Bot where it 3D prints a pancake.
I saw something up printing a pancake the other day.
Yeah, that probably was it then. And you can put like your STL and it'll print it out. So the way it does it too is like he'll like put like a trace line first, and then they'll like heat that up and caramelize the sugar in there, make it a certain color, and then it adds the rest of the batter and it heats that up, and it'll print bunnies, it'll print T-Rexes, and
Yeah,
then the neat thing about it too, it's on a griddle, so you can have it be printing your pancakes, and you can actually you know put your bacon on there too.
all it just needs is just an automatic flipper for you.
Yeah. So and then well, yeah, he even cooked an egg on there too. It was like, oh, okay. And I think it can do eggs. It can do anything like that, like a batter form, like And
Yeah.
then I mean that's about like flour tortillas. Can it do a flour tortilla? And he says yes. Like, oh, okay, I'm for that. I
Well,
like
I'm all for that.
tortillas. Put
Yep.
my own meal.
It's my Z offset got reset. I wonder what.
Now, what else you do other than 3D print? You do anything else in your shop there, or?
Um, Mainly tinker with it, and I've been doing some time lapses. I don't know. You probably saw the mythosaur skull that kind of blew up on my page.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
but I don't do a whole lot of other stuff right now. Most of the time, it's I don't get to really get out here till about 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. So
Oh, so you work full time then, or?
yeah, I work full time and then home with kids and everything, and then out here after they all go to bed.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why even though I have a bamboo, I'm excited about it. It's off right now. It's off. It's actually the Sovol's going on making some of those rugged boxes.
nice.
Yeah. I just have to wait. I got some PETG from 3D Max. It was on sale. It was a transitioning colors, but it was
Oh,
more when it's more when they're switching colors.
ah, I got you.
Yeah, so it sounded like perfect. Actually, it clogged up my bamboo nozzle one. No, clogged up my son's bamboo nozzle on this P1P. I mean, like a good clog, like it stuffed it in there. I tried to heat that thing up to almost like 300 degrees to get it out of there. Nothing. It wouldn't even budge.
Wow.
Yeah. So I told him, well, maybe it's just that filament, don't use it. And yeah, it happened on my bamboo. It got some piece got stuck in there. Just didn't want to go through the extruder. It was
Yeah, I
just a
think
little
that's
too
what
thick.
happened here. Is I was switching between, where's that? Where did it all go? Oh, right up here. This, I think it's Sunlu PETG,
Uh-huh.
and then some Hatchbox PETG, and probably just got clogged up with switching between those and this co-extrusion TLA that I've been using.
Yeah, it doesn't like it sometimes.
Yep.
That's what I was talking about the Sprite too. So the only advantage of like certain nozzles are like the Soval that I have. If I
Yeah.
have like another nozzle or another whole setup, it's pretty easy. It's just three screws and take the connector off, put another extruder on there with the whole thing, and just maybe have to do some leveling or yeah,
Yeah.
just your Z offset or whatever. Just make sure that's good, and there you are. Go for it again.
Yeah. I thought about setting this up with either the Wham Bam Mutant or Big Trees has a hot swappable cartridge so I
Yeah,
can
it's
convert it
called
on in.
what's that one called? The crab, the hermit crab, or
Yeah, Hermit
the
Crab. Hermit Crab.
there you go. Yeah, believe it or not, I only been 3D printing for a little over a year.
Ah,
That's it. Okay. If you go back to my TikTok, all the way, it was probably like November or December, January of one year. I you forgot what year it was. That's when I started posting on TikTok. I I'm fairly new to this, you know, craze.
I've been doing it since think about 2014.
Okay.
But it's always been an on again off again hobby.
Well,
And
I remember, I can't remember the documentary, but I remember it was something like a documentary that came out about 3D printers. And I think MakerBot was one of them, and there was like a couple of ones who were trying to like go and see who could make the a successful 3D printer. And I remember that. I remember there were just this was a documentary on them,
yeah,
and they were supposed to say it was going to be open source, and then I heard that no, that one of them said no, we're not open source, and whatever I don't know. It was a big deal, I guess.
yeah.
And
It. I don't know which one you were watching, but I know I can't think of the name of the company. They're down out of Texas that held the patent for the longest time on heated build chambers for 3D printers. And I think either last year, within the last 3 years, their patent lapsed, and that's kind of why now other companies can slowly start doing heated build chambers.
Mm,
Uh,
okay.
and that's why you've
So,
never really seen it outside of that one printer. And um, LW Crate, uh, thanks for checking out the Mythosaurus vid. Hope yours turns out pretty good too.
oh wow. Yeah, so like I said, it was about 10 years ago, and I think they were pretty pricey then. I couldn't remember.
Yeah,
And I knew it wasn't in my budget at the time to buy one. So I kind of put it behind me, but the funny thing is, I always messed with plastic throughout the I worked. I had a plastic welder. I was using it to build stuff. So I've been involved in plastic for a while, but not like 3D printing, you know.
yeah,
So it was always something that interests me. But then one day I was watching a video on TikTok and I'm like, what? They're like 350, 300, or whatever. I think, no. So I got me a V2, Ender 3 V2 for like I think it was like 230. And I was like, wow, it's a good deal. It was during COVID.
yeah. I
And I
picked
think
this
I
one
was
up
sick with
during
COVID.
COVID.
And I was sick during COVID. Like it was like a January of, where is it, 2022, something like that. Yeah. And I was sick and I had it right there in a box. And finally, I was kind of getting over my COVID. And I said, oh, you know what? I'll take this apart, or put it together, I should say. And
Yeah,
so I started printing the little cat and the dog. And then I got my computer and I started putting STLs on it. Then I ran out of filament, and I was like, oh, yeah, I need more filament. So I started going to Amazon, ordering all these filaments I didn't use for over a year.
yeah. I had a big supply of filament. Then I bought a lot of it secondhand whenever I picked up this solid doodle that I've been planning on trying to rebuild with modern hardware in it.
Hmm.
Um, but I went through a lot of the filament just because it was sitting there. It's like, what am I going to use all this for? So I printed up a lot of laptop stands for people up at the office to as a Christmas present. Burned through a lot
That's
of filament
nice.
right away. Yeah, have you
Yeah.
started messing around with designing up your own files or?
No, I made like some generic. My wife wanted me to. She wanted to start using plastic stuff like plastic spoons, plastic knives, whatever. And I said, well, we got to know where to put these at. So I said, oh, I'll just make something. So I made these square things, just to hold, forks. So say forks on it,
Yeah,
say spoons, knives. But actually, it's my son, my older son. He's actually the one that's he likes he liked the idea of 3D printing, but when I got the enders and other stuff, he wasn't too excited, because they were kind of like slow and they'll mess up a lot. And
yeah,
so I told him, when I got him a P1P, oh yeah, it opened that brain up. His brain opened up, and started functioning again. And he started designing robots. He likes those. He's always been like inspired by Transformers and Gundam and stuff like that.
yeah.
So he makes his own. Not He doesn't make those. He makes his own.
No, that's cool.
Um, yeah, they're out of his imagination, and he puts them on. He makes a 3D print of it, and he tries makes it articulate and transform or whatever he can. Yeah, he's not there in the sense of like making it like using like Fusion 360, or he uses like simple Tinkercad or something like that.
Yeah, I've been using Shaper 3D. It's available on
Mhm.
like iPads. I think it's even available on Android and stuff. Um, but I wanted something where I could draw on the go on my iPad, and that's why I kind of moved away from Fusion. But might check that out for them. Um, but it's
Well, he
more
tried to use, yeah,
it's close. It's closer to Fusion, where it's a bit more of a mechanical modeling. What I would call mechanical versus organic, which is what would be more Blender.
yes, that's what he tried to use was Blender at first. And I told him, go, yeah, gotta start small. You gotta start with Tinkercad first, and
Yeah,
you skip the idea of what things do and all that. Then you move up to Fusion 360 or Blender, and then you can start, getting those, those, be more detailed, and
yeah,
your prints come out closer, and you know, you'll be able to see stuff work. But, yep. But yeah, so my other son, he messed with Blender a little bit. He was trying to do something, but he was getting into something that has to do with triangles, and I told him start making stuff. Use your imagination, make stuff. But oh well.
yeah. Well, it's getting a little late here, so I think I'm going to sign off for the night. Thanks for
Yeah, me too. Thanks
joining
for
in,
inviting
and
me. I should have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. So
ooh, not fun.
yeah, it's almost 10 here. So
Yeah, it's 11:30 here, so
oh, okay. Well, you better get some sleep. you're,
yeah.
you're
So
gonna be dragging tomorrow.
I was already dragging the day. So, but have a good night, and
Hey, you too.
for everybody that's joined and stuck around, thanks for hanging out, and see you next time.
Okay, see you. See you later.